Welcome to this review of Conscious Discipline, and in this section we will explore curiosity questions. Using curiosity questions will help your students feel empowered, practice reflective thinking, and invite them to cooperate with you to find solutions to common classroom problems. These are the steps it will take to get there. Why is asking more and telling less developmentally appropriate? Let's answer that question first. Recent studies in brain development have helped us understand that the part of the brain that is in charge of perspective taking, empathy, problem solving, and following multi-step directions is housed in the frontal lobe. However, the bad news is that part of the brain is not fully developed until we are 24 or 25 years old. For us as elementary educators, that means that our students are still in the first stages of learning how to follow directions, problem solve, show empathy, and think ahead. It is therefore one of our tasks as educators to make sure that our students have plenty of opportunities to learn and practice these vital skills in much the same way that they learn and practice other academic or athletic skills. One of the best ways we can help our students strengthen their frontal lobe is by lending them our own frontal lobes, by simply asking them the kinds of questions we ask ourselves when making decisions. The biggest difference we will see in ourselves and our students will notice in us is that we are asking and questioning more than we are just telling them what to do. Simply telling them or giving them commands does not engage their frontal lobe as much as when we ask. Asking requires them to activate their frontal lobe to evaluate various factors, search for possible solutions, contemplate various outcomes, and ultimately arrive at a conclusion. Those are habits of thinking we definitely want our students to get into. So, what commands are we talking about anyway? As a group, brainstorm everyday commands that we give children and write them down on the left-hand side of your paper. Pause the video at this time. Now, how can we change those commands into questions so that we can activate our students' frontal lobes? On the right-hand side of your chart, brainstorm and write down as many questions we can ask our students to help them be more reflective about their actions, both good and bad. Pause the video at this moment. One last thing about using questions. Remember that our nonverbal body language can speak louder than our words. So, be sure that when you ask more questions, your body language conveys the same message as your question. Asking questions in an angry, aggressive, impatient, or sarcastic tone has the potential of putting kids in the fight or flight mode, thus short-circuiting the reflective thinking process. Children need to feel that we genuinely want to hear their answers and input. And that's it for this section of this Conscious Discipline Review.